Bracket notation is a way to get a character at a specific index within a string. So you can see right here, we have the first name, Ada, and right here we have first name, and then here's the bracket notation. You can see there's brackets with a number inside. So most modern programming languages like JavaScript don't start counting at 1 like humans do. They start at 0, which is called zero-based indexing. So with the number 0, that refers to the first index of the string, which would be the A. So the A would be 0, D is 1, and then A is 2. So this first letter of first name, if we do first name with the bracket notation with a 0, that's going to equal A. So let me show you another example. Let's say we want to get the first letter of the last name. Again, I'm just going to do the bracket notation and put a 0 here. If I wanted the second letter, the O, I would put a 1 here. So if I console.log, we can see what it came up with. So console.log, first letter of last name. And if we look in the console, L, because the first letter of the last name is L. Strings are immutable, meaning they cannot be altered once created. This does not mean that they cannot be changed, just that the individual characters of a string literal cannot be changed. So look at this example. My string, and then we're going to use bracket notation to choose the first letter. So currently it says Jello World. We want the first letter to change to an H to say Hello World. But if I run that, there's going to be an error because of the immutability of strings. Now we can still change this to Hello World, but we can't just change an individual letter like that. So we're going to have to do my string equals, and I'm just going to have to type in the whole thing, which is hello world. And now it will change to the word hello world. You can use bracket notation to get any character position in a string. So earlier we did the first position, but here's how you would get the second position. Remember the 0 index. So 1 is the second position, 0 is the first position. We can also get the third letter of the last name using the brackets. We'll just put 2 in the brackets to get the third letter of the last name. You can also use bracket notation to find the last letter in a string, even if you don't know how many letters are in the string. You do it based on the length. So if you look right here, in the brackets, we have an expression to be evaluated. First name dot length minus 1. So the length is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. The reason why we're doing a minus 1 is because remember we count starting at 0. So the length minus 1 is going to be the last index of the name. So we can do that same thing here. To get the last letter of the last name, I can just do last name dot length minus 1. And that's going to get the last letter of the last name, which is the E right here. We saw how to use bracket notation to get the last letter of a string. You can also do the third to last letter or fourth to last letter. So you just subtract however much you want from the length of the string. So we have the bracket notation first name dot length minus 3. That's going to get the third to last letter. So if we want the second to last letter into this variable here, we do something similar. We just do last name dot length, and then we're going to subtract 2 to get the second to last character of the string.